Hey, what's going on, everyone? Shout out to everyone who supports the channel. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And Erica Durance has shared our first look at herself as Lois Lane and Tom Welling as Clark Kent for the upcoming Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover on CW with all of the DC shows on that channel. We recently found out that Tom Welling is returning as Clark Kent. And then like the next day came out that Erica Durance is returning as Lois Lane. Someone did point out on my video about Tom Welling that we don't know necessarily, I guess, if he is going to be Superman in the crossover, but so we might just see him as Clark Kent, and that was a good point that I didn't really think about when I made that video, and so thank you for pointing that out. I'm not saying that we're not going to see him as Superman, but we don't really know. We know for sure we're going to see him as Clark Kent, and that's obviously, I mean, that's verified by this photo of them together, but I really am hoping that we see him as a version of Superman. Obviously, we have Brandon Routh returning as Kingdom Come Superman, and we already have Tyler Hoechlin's Superman that exists in the Supergirl universe on the DC, I mean on the CW, and so I mean, I don't know. Obviously, since they do have a multiverse that exists here between all of these shows, it's perfectly fine to have several Supermen and, you know, versions of all these different characters. So I am super excited regardless to see Tom Welling and Erica Durance return as their characters from Smallville, but I really think it would be awesome to see him as Superman as well and not just Clark Kent. But either way, I think it's going to be really cool. I think this is going to be like the biggest crossover event ever. And so I think people are pretty excited about it. Of course, Kevin Conroy coming on as Batman or Bruce Wayne. Again, we don't know if he's actually going to be portrayed as Batman or just Bruce Wayne, but either way, people are super stoked about that. He's like one of people's favorite Batmen in the animated versions. And so I think it's going to be pretty awesome to see all of these people together. We're going to have Linda Carter, and of course she's, you know, always been beloved as her take on Wonder Woman, and so it's going to be pretty cool. Michael Rosenbaum will not be coming on as Lex Luthor. He mentioned that on his Instagram account. So in my video about Tom Welling coming back, I was saying that I hoped he would come back as Lex Luthor, but found out that he's not going to be, unfortunately. I think he was a favorite, you know, really popular among DC fans for his portrayal of Lex Luthor on Smallville, and I think it would have been really cool to see him as well, because his character development on Smallville was one of my favorite things about the show. So yeah, I think it would be really cool to see him come back as Lex Luthor, but, you know, I mean, we can't get everything on this crossover. We can't have everybody. There's going to be people who are not exactly up for it. So, nevertheless, I think it's going to be a pretty exciting event, whether you really follow these shows or not. Like I said before, I kind of stopped watching these shows after a few seasons. But like I said, I do still like to watch the crossover events because they're usually pretty entertaining. And this is definitely going to be the biggest one so far. I don't think they're going to be able to top this crossover event in the future. So pretty cool to see them back together as Clark and Lois, and I'm really looking forward to what they have in store for us for the crossover. So thanks guys for checking out the channel. Don't forget to check the links in the description if you're interested in some like cool workout gear and really nice workout clothes and clothes that you can wear like out and about. Check out the links in the description for activewear apparel. Use my link and the promo code that's in the description, AllieLovesActa89, to get 15% off your purchase. Thanks guys. See you next time.